The following is a Big Sioux Media production. This webcast is brought to you by
Absolute Business Promotions, Grindy Seeds, KTP Repair, Landmark Realty and Auction, New Hope Chiropractic, Rosenpower, White Insurance, and now the voice of the Mustangs, Deron Ruesch.
All right, good afternoon to all the Tri-Valley fans out there. We got some baseball this evening. Tri-Valley is welcoming in the Rapid City Christian Comets. They are on quite the road trip, I heard. Their coaches said that they had a doubleheader yesterday in Madison, and then they went up for a game in Redfield this morning, and now they've made the jaunt down here to Colton. Got a little bit of a wind kind of coming out of the southeast. Probably varies anywhere from 7 to 15 miles an hour. Got cloudy skies, right around 60 degrees here. They were able to get the field drug somewhat clean. A little bit wet on the pitcher's mound, but hey, we're playing some baseball here. The Comets are coached by Nate Solano and assistant coaches Brendan Jones and Brandon Williams. This is how their starting lineup looks like. At number one, at shortstop, Lakin Utek. Batting second at center field is Steven Solano. Batting third at catcher is Ben Farsworth. Batting fourth at first base is Tucker Jones. Batting fifth at left field is Tyler Henstein. Batting sixth at second base is Carter Gregory. Batting seventh at pitcher is Nate Mailou. Batting eighth at right field is Brody Poirier. And batting ninth at third base is Asher Jackson. Just got some stats here for Tri-Valley. So Tri-Valley is coached by Cole Foken, along with assistant coaches Justin Foken, Adam Smith, and Travis Zink. Here's the starting lineup for Tri-Valley. Batting in the first spot at third base is a junior, Brody Divig. Batting second at shortstop, a senior, Alex Wingen. Batting third at second base, a sophomore, Trayson Richter. Batting fourth at first base is a junior, Denton Bickness. Batting fifth and pitching this afternoon is at senior Landon Schnickel. And batting sixth, playing center field, another senior, Aiden Bundy. Batting seventh at catcher, a junior, Mason Hemme. Batting eighth at right field is a junior, Gage Egger. And batting ninth in left field, a junior, Parker Hemme. It's going to be an interesting game. I got Randy Wingen helping out this afternoon. How are you today, Randy?
I'm doing good, Darren.
Glad to see you here. It's going to be kind of interesting. We've got Rapid City Christian that's on a 3-game road trip, 3 games. This is game number 4 in 2 days. And then Tri-Valley, of course, had prom last night. I heard your son got hypnotized, so
did he?
He's got a little bit of a knot in his neck. He was telling me earlier.
I have not heard that yet because he was sleeping most of the morning.
I don't blame him for that. Well, Randy, Tri-Valley played the other night over in Baltic. Looks like they had another really good game over there.
Yeah, they did. You know, they could have ended that game earlier had they got a few timely hits, but they ended up pulling out the win. Like I said, you know, the took them a while to get the bats going, but they did get them going, so better late than never.
Yep. Came out with the win anyway. So what's that, 5 in a row?
Yep.
5 wins, 1 loss, correct?
Correct.
So trying to make it number 6.
Yeah, the way they started off in Baltic, first pitch was nailed out to center field for a triple, and we left them standing there. We didn't score. So
that does happen some days.
yeah. Looks like the wind has calmed down a little bit from what it was earlier today. I thought, oh my goodness, the way it was going earlier, I'm like, no, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, I figured it's somewhere between about 7 miles an hour and 15 right now. So I'll take it like this. If we can maintain like a 10-mile-an-hour breeze or less,
yep,
take that all day.
That's right.
Glad the rain is holding off. The Tri-Valley softball team is going to be playing in their conference tournament tomorrow. Big Sioux Media is planning to be there. Of course, that's all dependent on what Mother Nature wants to do with the weather. Happy that the weather is holding off here so we can get some baseball in and also be able to stream it. So thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon, or this evening, actually. Got the coaches out there talking to the umpires. I forgot to get the umpires' names. You don't happen to know who they are, Randy, do you?
I do not. No.
Tri-Valley playing on their home field here in Colton. So Tri-Valley has their maroon striped jerseys on with white pants. Rapid City Christian with their white jerseys and black pants. Rapid City Christian, their past 3 games here in 2 days. They split it with Madison. They went 1-1, and then they defeated Redfield early this morning, and then they made the jaunt south. It'll be interesting how their afternoon will go, too. That's a lot of games, but, man, Randy, you put that many miles on, miles will make it worth the trip. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, as long as you got the arms to throw pitches, why, you might as well play games while you're here.
Also, kind of a treat this afternoon after the game. Coach Cole Fulkin is going to join us afterwards, kind of talk about the game and the upcoming week. Sounds like this next week is going to be extremely busy for the baseball team. So, again, the first 3 batters for Rapid City Christian is Lakin Utek, Steven Solano, and Ben Farsworth. Those will be the 3 batters. Pitching this afternoon for Tri-Valley is Landon Schinkel. Schinkel?
Yes.
Thank you. And then catching is Mason Hemme at first base. We got Denton Bickness. Trayson Richter at second base. Brody Divig at third base. And at shortstop is Alex Wingen. Left field is Parker Hemme. Right field is Gage Egger. And at center field is Aiden Bundy.
They must have added some games for this week, because I thought they only had the one with Lennox on Tuesday, so they must have added some games.
Coach kind of had mentioned that they got a couple more added. I'm not sure. We didn't get that far in our conversation before he wanted to talk to his team. There's a hit, picked up, thrown over to first base for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's called efficiency right there.
Yes, it is. Landon pitched the other night over in Baltic, come in relief and for Brody Didvig. It's good to see him get back out on the mound.
Now batting is the center fielder, Steven Solano. He's got to foul that one back out of play. That one's in there for the first ball of the game, 1-1. Has Landon pitched any other games this year?
Yeah, he pitched in the opening game that we had. He started against Alexandra, and then he pitched in Baltic.
Baltics?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this is his third time pitching.
Solano fouled that one over kind of the Tri-Valley dugout. 2-2 is the count. 1 out, no runners on. There's a swing and a miss. Drop ball. All right, didn't have to throw it out. So that's 2 outs with the strikeout. Farsworth now batting for Rapid City.
Rapid City's come here swinging. They're not going to wait for balls. They are swinging the bat.
That one's inside first. Hits the corner, though, for strike 1. It's a swinging strike. 0-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the first inning here in Colton. There's a pop fly.
There we go.
Nice job ranging over there to catch that out. And that's going to do it for the Rapid City's half of the inning. As Gage Yeager ranged over there to catch that. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Looking for a way to make your business or organization stand out? Look no further than Absolute Business Promotions. We specialize in creating custom items for fundraising events, booster clubs, weddings, baby and bridal showers, anniversaries, birthday parties, sports teams apparel and uniforms, spirit wear, parades, banquets, awareness events, and so much more. Visit AbsoluteBusinessPromotions.com or call us at 605-204-5255 and let us help you bring your business to life.
Okay.
All right, Tri-Valley's turn to bat here in the bottom of the first. 3 up, 3 down for Rapid City. First 3 batters for Tri-Valley looks like this. We got Brody Divig, Alex Wingen, and Trayson Richter. You know anything about Rapid City? I really don't know a lot about that team.
I don't, other than I know that Del Rapids played them this year. They went out to out west and played them and beat them pretty handily. Other than that, I don't know much about them. You said they beat Madison earlier today?
Yeah, yesterday they split. They went 1-1
Okay.
with Madison, and then they defeated Redfield this morning. And they took off to head down here. It's pretty crazy. You've got the lights on here at the field already. Kind of tells you how overcast it is. Brody Divick getting things off here for Tri-Valley. He's playing third base this evening.
Brody did not disappoint over in Baltic the other evening. He was fun to watch stealing bases. He's pretty electric.
I think Divick's got like 14 stolen bases.
15.
15?
Yep.
I think the team as a whole has like 42, I believe. Divick connects with that over to shortstop.
Ooh, safe. Oh.
Oh. Divick is thrown out at first base. Awfully close with that play. Now batting is Alex Wingen. He's at shortstop. That one's high. Ball one. Again, Nate Malu is pitching.
Second pitch was a ball.
2 balls, no strikes on Wingen, 1 out. Cleaning some mud off the cleats. Pitcher's mound, a little muddy out there. That one's high. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Nobody on for Tri-Valley.
I would suspect he'll be taken here, but never know.
That one's in there for the first strike, 3-1.
Alex was showing bunt there and pulled it back at the end.
Nothing like putting a little pressure on the pitcher. That one's going to be fouled out of play down the right field line. 3 balls, 2 strikes, also known as the full count. There's a hit, and Alex is going to get a base hit as he splits the shortstop and second base. Now batting for Tri-Valley, playing second base is Trayson Richter.
Trayson's been really hitting the ball well. He hit the ball really good in Baltic the other night.
Wingen's going. There's a throw down to second base. Wingen is in safe. Not even remotely close.
No, the catcher had a hard time getting the ball. He had to go way to his right to get it, and kind of lost it when he come up to throw, so didn't have much of a chance there.
So Tri-Valley puts their first runner in scoring position with Alex Wingen with a stolen base. Swinging strike here for Richter, 1-1. Nice little entourage here that's traveling with Rapid City. They got quite a few fans here.
Yeah, it's good to see team support.
Two and one's the count for Richter. Richter's going to hit it. Dribbles down to shortstop.
Oh,
Richter, that ball sails over the first baseman. Alex Wingen steps on first or on home plate, and Tri-Valley goes up 1-0. Richter advances over to second base on a throwing error.
it was a beautifully placed ball there. It was kind of right between the third baseman and the shortstop, and I think there's a little bit of confusion who was going to take that ball.
Now batting for Tri-Valley at first base, Denton Bickness.
Denton showing bunt here. Oh, pulls it back. First pitch is a ball to Denton.
Richter at second base. Third baseman comes in. There's a steal to third, and that's over, or the bad throw there by the catcher as Trayson Richter steps on home plate for another Tri-Valley run.
That was really beautifully executed there. As soon as the third baseman came in, Trayson took off for third, and the catcher, the shortstop, tried to move over, just couldn't get there in time. Ball went on the left field.
Just kind of thrown behind the shortstop. That was on a dead run. 1-2 is the count here for Bickness. That one's low in the dirt for ball two. 2-2. Nobody on. 2 runs in for Tri-Valley. That one's high. Full count. 3-2. Nice patience here by Bickness.
Yeah. You know, center fielder's playing pretty shallow here. It wouldn't take much for Denton to get that over his head.
That one's outside for ball 4. Bickness is going to take a walk. Landon stepping up to the plate for Tri-Valley.
Landon hasn't had a whole lot of plate appearances yet.
Throw back to first base. Bickness is back in there safe. That one's in there for strike 1. That one's high. Ball 2 or ball 1. 1-1. If it sounds like there's birds in the background, we got a flock of seagulls over the top of us.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
They seem to be enjoying the game.
The old proverbial bird's eye view.
Yep. There's the throw back to first base. Bickness is in safe. It gets away on the first baseman, but Bickness did not take off running because he was diving in underneath the throw. 1-1, 1 out. 1 runner on. We got Bickness over at first base. Schenkel batting for Tri-Valley. 1-2 as he takes a looking strike. That one's in the dirt. Bigness is going to take off and go down to second base as that pitch got away on the catcher.
Yeah, that pitcher's mound is really in rough shape. Pitcher's having a hard time keeping his cleats clean.
Bigness advanced over to second base on a wild pitch. 2-2 is the count. And there's another pitch. Schenkel duck his head, and Bigness is going to advance over to third on another pitch that got away. 3-2.
You think maybe Schenkel will lay down a bunt here?
Well, we'll see. That one is outside. Ball 4. Schenkel will take a walk. Now batting for Tri-Valley is a senior, Aiden Bundy.
Aiden Bundy has really come on hot here. I think he's batting right now 500, I think, pretty close for the season. He was hitting really well over in Baltic the other day. Let's see. Game stats there.
Coach.
He had 2 hits in Baltic, so 2 for 5. He had some really nice hits, though.
Nope, I got one more page of stats. We got some stats here late.
Yeah, that's the season averages there. So
yeah, Bundy's batting 353.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Seeing the ball, just making nice contact.
Runners on the corners here for Tri-Valley. Only 1 out. We are in the bottom of the first. Tri-Valley up 2-0. Here's a stolen base. It's landed in advances. Protecting home plate, didn't even want to attempt the throw, so now runners on second and third. That one's in there for ball 2, 2-0. That one's high, ball 3. Tri-Valley is about a month away from graduation, Randy. You ready for that?
I guess I better be.
Ball. Oh, they're going to catch the outside edge for strike 1, 3-1. Aiden was about ready to go for a little jog down to first base. 1 out, 2 runners on for Tri-Valley. That one is a swinging strike, 3-2. That one's inside. Bundy draws a walk. Now batting for Tri-Valley, a catcher, Mason Hemme.
Yeah, Mason was 2 for 4 in Baltic, so he had a really good night over there as well.
Bases loaded here with 1 out. That is a wild pitch. And Bigness is going to slide in and put another run on the board for Tri-Valley. Runners all advance. Three nothing here for the Mustangs. That one's in there for strike two, 0-2. Heavy with a wrap right over the third baseman's head. In comes one run. They're going to hold Aiden up at third base. And just like that, Mustangs are up 4-0.
That was a good thing that Cole held Aiden up, because that was a great throw from the left fielder. He'd have been toast.
Yeah, Henstein had a beat on that one. So still two runners on. Got a runner on second and third base. Now batting for Tri-Valley is the right fielder, junior Gage Egger. Only one out yet here in the bottom of the first. That one's outside, gets away on the catcher again, and in comes Bundy. Hemi advances over to third base. 5-0 lead here for Tri-Valley. Bottom of the first. 3-0 is the count for Egger. There's the first strike for Egger. 3-1. Mustangs got one runner on third base. Strike two, full count, 3-2. That one looked like it caught the outside edge. That one's low for another walk. Now batting for Tri-Valley, playing left field, is Parker Hemi. Tri-Valley with runners on first and third base, one out, up 5-0 over Rapid City. Egger's going to run down to second base with a stolen base. Tri-Valley continues their aggressive base running. There's a pitch that gets away. And Hemi's going to walk in. Egger advances over to third base. Tri-Valley now up 6-0. Makes it tough when you play, this is your fourth game in 2 days with pitchers.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
That's very tough. But it primes you for tournament time.
That one's fouled back. 1-2 for Parker. That one's low for ball 2. Awfully close on that pitch. There's a shot. It's got to go foul down the third baseline. 2-2 remains the count.
I don't know if I mentioned it, Parker was 2 for 3 at Baltic, but he had a pretty hot night.
That one's going to be fouled out of play. That one's inside. Parker's has a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 runner on third base.
Ooh.
That one is a shot down the third baseline, foul. Nice little wrap there.
Yes, it was. Just a little early on it.
That one's fouled back. Parker hanging in there, defending the plate.
Nice quality at bat for Parker.
That one's in there for strike 3. Parker goes down looking. Back to the top of the lineup for Tri-Valley. Got Brody Divig.
Brody lined out to the shortstop in the first inning. Well, I guess it still is the first inning.
Yep, first time up. 2 outs. There's the ball, gets away on the catcher. And Tri-Valley clears the bases, now up 7-0. Good base running here by Tri-Valley to give themselves the opportunity to come running in if a pitch gets away. That one's going to be fouled out of play. One and one to count for Divig. 2 outs.
And the wind picks up.
That one's in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1. Outside, ball 3. Nice patience here by Divig. Tri-Valley has gone through their order. Divig's the leadoff. Divig's going to dribble that right back to the pitcher, and he's going to be thrown out at first base, and that'll do it. Mustangs don't leave anybody on, and they put a 7 spot up on the board. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
If you have insurance needs, contact Lisa Johnson, president of White Insurance. They have all of your insurance needs from farm, home, auto, business, crop, life, and health insurance. White Insurance is located at 409 Northwest Avenue in Crooks. For all of your insurance needs, contact Lisa Johnson of White Insurance, 605 543-5722 or stop in at 409 Northwest Avenue in Crooks.
All right, we are back at it here in Colton. Got batter number 4 coming up here shortly for Rapid City.
Tucker Jones, number 16.
Tucker Jones playing first base. And here we go with the first pitch of the second inning. That one's outside for ball 1.
There's a nice snag there by Parker. Keep that from going to the backstop.
That one's in there for strike 1. Inside edge for strike 2, 1-2. There's a swing. Richter backhands it at second base, over to first base for the first out. Nice backhanded play by Richter over there at second base.
Beautiful. Bickness did a nice job stretching out for that too.
Now batting, playing left field is Tyler Henstein.
First pitch is a ball.
Strike 1, 1-1. Strike 2. That one's inside for ball 2, 2-2, 1 out. There's a hit. Wingen's going to pick it up at shortstop. Bickness stretches out for out number 2. Nice pick up and put out there for Tri-Valley. Now batting is number 10. Batting, he's 6 in the lineup at second base, Carter Gregory. There's a pop fly. Looks like Ager is gauging it.
Nice catch.
See what I did there? So Gage Ager with the out. I had to do it. All right, that is going to do it for the top of the second inning. Tri-Valley still up 7-0. 3 up and 3 down for Rapid City. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
New Hope Chiropractic has been serving the Tri-Valley School District and surrounding areas for the last 17 years. We've been a longtime supporter of Tri-Valley fine arts and athletics. If you have a need for chiropractic care, or maybe even a condition or symptom that isn't necessarily back or muscle related, give us a try. Over 3,000 patients already have. We're located in Crooks. We're open Monday through Friday, with evening appointments available on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Give us a call at 543-5700. Enjoy the game, and let's continue to support our Mustangs.
All right, we're hitting the bottom of the second inning. Tri-Valley, some good defensive plays there. Richter backhanded it at second base. Bigness with a stretch, threw it out. Wingen with another nice play at shortstop. Threw out over to Bigness, and then Egger just had a pop fly.
Everybody's getting comfortable, I think, in their positions now. You can tell after the first game of the season, everybody's way more comfortable.
It's good to see.
Yeah.
Now batting for Tri-Valley for his second time up to the plate this evening is Alex Wingen. He had a hit in the first inning.
Yeah, right past the shortstop, so yeah.
How'd Alex do the other night at Baltic?
He had one hit. He had a triple over there, and then he had a couple walks. So, yeah, first pitch swinging, first pitch of the game, and had a triple, but was stranded at third.
Alex takes a swinging strike.
He was going for the fence there.
Alex is batting 182 for the season. But when you draw a lot of walks, that one's going to be in there for strike two, 0-2.
Yeah, now he's in a bit of a hole here.
Ball one. On deck is Trace and Richter. Alex gets a rip on that one. Picked up by the shortstop over to first base for the first out. Wingen made him earn that one.
Yeah, that shortstop had a nice backhand there and a strong throw.
Now batting for Tri-Valley's Trayson Richter. He had to hit his first time up. Richter fouls that one back. 0-1. Nice breaking ball right there for 0-2 for Richter. Just like Wingen goes down in the count, or down in his at bat. Richter strikes out with a swinging strike. Now batting for Tri-Valley is Denton Bickness. He walked his first at bat. Two outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Tri-Valley up 7-0 as Bickness takes ball one. First strike, 1-1.
You know, it takes a lot of pressure off the pitcher when one of the first two batters doesn't get on base to have that threat of a steal. You can just tell how much more comfortable the pitcher is on the mound.
Yeah, you just got to focus on the batter at the plate instead of looking out of the corner of your eye or turning your head all the time. Bickness has got to foul that one down the third baseline. 2-2 is the count, 2 outs. Bickness batting .222 for the season.
He was 1 for 3 in Baltic.
Full count. Bickness took that one in there for a ball, 3-2. Bickness fouls that one back. Staying alive. That one's outside. Bickness drew a walk. He'll take a jog down to first base. Batting for his second time this afternoon is Landon Schnakel. Landon walked his first time up. Something blew into his eye, so he steps out of the box. 2 outs here. Bickness drew a walk, so he's on first base. Throw back to first. Bickness is back safely.
Yeah, Landon's got a low pitch count so far through 2 innings. I don't know the exact number, but it's pretty low.
It's only gone through 6 batters. That one's fouled. 0-1 is the count. Excuse me. Ball is dropped. There's a play down to second base. Bickness is in safe. He's going to take off and thought about going to third. He got about 12 feet and hit the brakes and turned around.
Yeah, he looked up at Cole, and Cole had the brake sign on.
1-1 is the count on Landon. That one's in there for strike 2. Good to see Landon out there batting. He doesn't have a lot of at-bats this year. Ball 2, 2-2. And Landon is punched out for out number 3. Tri-Valley leaves one stranded at second base. No runs. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network as the Tri-Valley Mustangs are up 7-0.
To see how Wyffels hybrids can increase corn yields on your farm, contact Carter or Mike at Grindy Seeds at 605-254-7447. Wyffels hybrids, more than a number. Ready to buy or sell your next home? We are here to help. From bare land to homes to farms, we sell it all. Start to finish, we will be next to you the entire way to help you achieve your real estate dreams. We know this area well because we live and work here. We are your neighbors. With over 60 years of combined real estate experience, we are your trusted local real estate professional. Landmark Realty and Auction. When you're ready to make your next move, call us first.
All right, got the grounds crew out there, aka the coaches, doing some work on the pitcher's mound. Definitely a little saturated out there. We are through 2 innings. Tri-Valley up 7-0 over Rapid City. No sunshine to dry the field out this evening.
Looks like we got a position change here. Who's playing third base now? 17.
Looks like Jackson Williams is in.
Okay. Didvig must be out. I don't see him any other place.
The next three.
Yeah, he's in the dugout.
Next three batters for Rapid City look like this. They got the pitcher, Nate Malu. He'll be batting first. And then on deck is right fielder, Brody Poirier. And then in the hole will be the third baseman, Asher Jackson. Malu is working on his cleats right now, trying to get those cleaned off. I don't blame him one bit for that.
Yeah, his shoes look pretty muddy from being on that pitcher's mound.
Malu trying to be the first Rapid City player to reach first base. We'll see what he does here. It's been a good outing here so far by Tri-Valley. As we are ready to get the top of the third inning off to start. First pitch in there, first strike. Malu goes down 0-2. Nice job there by Landon to get it way ahead in the count. That one's inside for ball one, 1-2.
That looked like a pretty good pitch. I'm surprised he didn't get rung up on that one.
That one he gets rung up on looking.
It was about the same exact pitch as the last
Almost. Maybe just a skosh higher. Catches the knees. That's out number one. Now batting is Poirier. That one's high. Ball one. One out, nobody on. That was Landon's first strikeout of the evening. That one's in there for a swinging strike, 1-1.
He looks like he's in a pretty good groove at the moment.
There's a shot to third base. Williams lets that go foul. 1-2.
It's actually a smart play of Jackson there to pick that up in foul territory, because that would have been a really long throw to first.
Two and two. Full count, 3-2. Rapid City Central, they have spent a lot of time playing ball here the past 2 days. Had 2 games in Madison yesterday, won one, lost one, and then they were in Redfield this morning playing some ball. There's a pop fly. That one's going to get over Egger's head. It's going to roll almost to the fence. And that is the first hit with a big double.
Yeah, that ball was really slicing. I thought there for a moment that maybe it'd curve right back to Egger, but just didn't curve back enough.
Guess the wind wasn't blowing enough.
Yeah.
One out, one runner on second base. Asher Jackson now batting for Rapid City Central. Looks like Landon wants to talk things over with Hemi. Nothing wrong with some communication. Ball one. Nice job there by Hemi to slide and keep the ball in front of him. Ball two, 2-0. Fouled back. 2-1 is the count. One out, one runner on. That one gets away from Hemi. He's got a no play at third base. Runner advances. 3-1's the count. Poirier advanced over to third base on a pitch that got away from Hemi. That one's there for ball 4. Jackson draws the first walk.
Landon's having a little bit of problem here getting finding the strike zone now. He's been consistently low here for a little bit.
Coach has got to head out there. Have a little talk while he is doing that. Maybe we've got time for to hear a word from one of our sponsors. Got the Minnehaha Conservation District. They're your local source for all your conservation needs, including conservation planning, pollinator and wildlife habitat establishment, native grass seeding, shelter belt rehabilitation, tree planting, application assistance for NRCS programs, and more. Go to minnehahacd.org for more information. All right, we are back in action. Rapid City has got a runner on third base and first. That one's fouled.
So this is the leadoff batter here.
It'd be Lakin UTEC.
Okay.
That one's low. Hemi did a nice job trying to bring the glove up really quick.
Yeah. Ump wasn't buying it.
Nope. That one is fouled. 1-2 is the count. 1 out. Runners on first and third. We're in the top of the third inning. Tri-Valley up 7-0.
Oh.
Kind of a check swing, doesn't go. That's going to be in there for ball 2 or ball 2.
Yep.
2-2.
Must have been just a hair high because it looked good.
There's a foul over the right field line.
That hit a vehicle.
Somebody took it off the grill.
Yeah. They're getting out to look at the damage.
Hemi does a good job keeping that ball in front of him. No runners advance. 3-2 is the count, full count. 1 out. Landon would love a strikeout right here, right now.
That sure would be nice. Or a double play here.
That is another walk. That's 2 walks in a row for Landon. Steven Solano now batting. Bases are loaded. Ball gets away. And the first run is going to come in for Rapid City. Both runners advance. 1 out, 1 ball. Oh, there's a base hit into right field. That's going to bring in 1 run for sure.
Yep, just 1.
Nice job there by Egger getting that in quickly to Bickness.
I think they're going to have a pitching change here the way it looks.
And that'll do it for Landon this afternoon. Looks like they're going to give the ball over to Bickness, I believe. Yep, Denton Bickness will be the pitcher here. We're going to step away quick while he warms up. Tri-Valley still maintains a 7-2 lead here in the top of the third. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
True Weight Solutions, offered exclusively at New Hope Chiropractic in Crooks. A weight loss program that is simple and sustainable because you're not eating prepackaged foods or taking additional medications, there's no exercise required, and it is certainly not a starvation diet. Since we've launched the program, we've helped people lose a considerable amount of weight, which has led to some pretty happy and healthy patients. To learn more, it's really simple. Just go to our website or give us a call. This might just be the program for you.
Pitching change here for Tri-Valley. Denton Bickness is going to hit the mound. Well, he's warming up. We'll hear from KTP Repair, specializing in ATV, UTV, and snowmobiles. KTP Repair is your local one-stop shop for all your service and repair needs. From oil changes to complete engine overhauls, no job is too big or too small. Looking to accessorize your unit, KTP Repair offers thousands of parts and accessories for you to choose from with professional installation. We are conveniently located between Del Rapids and Colton and offer pickup and delivery as well. Call KTP Repair at 605-929-6673 to schedule your appointment today. Couple of walks and now a hit. Put a couple of runs on the board for Rapid City. Ben Farsworth is stepping into the box. Got one out here. Runners on first and third base. Denton Bickness pitching for Tri-Valley. There's a steal down to second base. And nice throw there by Hemi over to Richter for out number 2. Farsworth, it has a 0-1 count on him. Now there's 2 outs. There's strike 2, 0-2. That one's fouled back. Hits the backstop. Base runners on third base. There's a wrap into left field, and that's going to just die for a base hit. And that's another run for Rapid City. Tucker Jones now batting for Rapid City. There's the throw back to first. Farsworth is back in there safe. That one catches the outside edge for his first strike, 1-1. Dylan Christensen playing first base for Tri-Valley. Oh, Hemi thought about it. Only base runners, Farsworth over on first base. 2 outs, count is 2-1 for Jones. Make it 3-1. That one is going to be popped foul. It's coming back out of play. Just goes to the left of us, probably about 25 feet. Nice job by Mason getting his helmet off, trying to track that one down. Ball is hard to follow here with this strong overcast. And the runner goes. And there's a hit right down third base. It goes off Jackson Williams' shin. Nice hard hit there by Jones. Now we got runners on the corners. Tyler Henstein now batting for Rapid City. Still 2 outs. Henstein grounded out to shortstop. He's going to go over to Wingen. Wingen's going to let it ride over to first base for out number 3. But Rapid City left 2 on, but they put up a 3 spot here in the top of the 3rd. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Build life-saving fire trucks at Rosenbauer. Rosenbauer America has been building life-saving fire apparatus for over 40 years in the Sioux Falls area. On-the-job training is available for most positions, and we need dedicated, responsible individuals to help us on our mission of saving lives and protecting property. Every moment counts at Rosenbauer, and every member of our team is treated just as importantly. Be part of something that matters. Go to buildfiretrucks.com to apply today.
All right, Tri-Valley coming and stepping up. It's going to be Aiden Bundy to lead things off here for Tri-Valley. Tri-Valley just gave up 3 runs to Rapid City here in the top of 3. Randy just went and got us some hot chocolate. Thanks, Randy.
You're welcome.
Still not as cold as that first game.
No.
I felt so bad for Matt Larson streaming that one. What was it, like 26 degrees when that game ended?
Yes, it was extremely cold.
Long game. That's the only Tri-Valley loss this year.
Yes.
Lost, what was that, 15-14?
Yep.
I believe. So
Yep.
It was a high-scoring game.
Yeah, and the other night in Baltic, it was pretty darn cold too, but it was raining at the end of it, so it was not the funnest to sit and watch.
No. All right, Aiden Bundy looking to get things started here for Tri-Valley. He's going to take that first one for a ball. That one's low for ball 2. Outside. Oh,
Ooh.
Catches the edge. I thought that I was just going to say ball outside, but
You and I both were thinking the same thing.
2-1. Swinging strike. 2-2. On deck is Mason Hemme. Aiden Bundy trying to fight off a 2-2 count. That one's high. Ball 3. Full count.
Aiden, he's doing a good job. He's really seeing the ball good this year.
Aiden, another one of those senior leaders out there. And he's going to take ball 4. That's 2 walks today for Aiden. Mason Hemme now batting for Tri-Valley. Mason had a hit his first time up. Stretched that into a double.
Mason had 2 out of 4 in Baltic, and he had 1 RBI there.
Aiden's back in safely at first base. Mason batting .200 for Tri-Valley on the season. There's Aiden Speed able to sneak in. Second baseman was trying to look for a double play, but Bundy beat the ball to second base.
It's a good thing he was stealing there, otherwise it might have been a double
It might
play.
have been, yeah. He was thrown out on a fielder's choice. Now batting is Gage Ager.
Oh, wow.
That one seemed way outside, but was. Oh, and 2 is the count, even though the board shows 1-1. Aiden getting a hefty lead. Ooh, that one was tight. Inside, ball 1. 1-2. That one, he gets rung up with a pitch on the outside edge. Parker Hemi now batting for Tri-Valley.
Parker had 2 RBIs in Baltic. Is 2 for 3.
Parker batting .313. There's Bundy takes off for third base. He gets down for a steal. They're going to keep him right there. As the left fielder was charging in. 2 outs. Bundy on third base. 0-1 is the count for Parker Hemi. That one's outside for ball 1.
Be nice to get one of those 3 runs back this inning.
Love to have that additional assurance run. That one's in there for strike 2, 1-2. Parker struck out his first time up. That one's outside. Ooh, nice job by the catcher to keep that one in front of him. He had to take a big step right. 2-2, 2 outs.
As Farsworth on catching, he's doing a pretty good job.
That one's going to be low. It's going to bring it to a full count, 3-2. That one's high. Parker's going to take a jog down to first base as he drew a walk. Runners on the corner, now batting for his first time this afternoon. He's a freshman, Jackson Williams. Jackson Williams came in for Brody Divig last inning. Hemi's going to take off for second base. No attempt on him. Jackson Williams batting 1,000 on the season. He's only had 2 at-bats, but he's 2 for 2. Don't get to say that stat very often.
No, we'll take it. Hope he continues it. Ooh.
He's going to take that in for a strike 2, 1-2. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Mustangs have 2 runners in scoring position at second and third base. That ball gets away on the catcher. Tri-Valley's going to get that 1 run. Nice heads up running there by Aiden Bundy. Hemi moves over to third base.
There again, the aggressiveness on the bases is paying off.
Eight-3 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. And Jackson's got a strikeout swinging. Mustangs leave 1 runner stranded over at third base, but they did get 1 in with a wild pitch. Tri-Valley 8, Rapid City 3. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Looking for a way to make your business or organization stand out? Look no further than Absolute Business Promotions. We specialize in creating custom items for fundraising events, booster clubs, weddings, baby and bridal showers, anniversaries, birthday parties, sports teams apparel and uniforms, spirit wear, parades, banquets, awareness events, and so much more. Visit AbsoluteBusinessPromotions.com or call us at 605-204-5255 and let us help you bring your business to life.
If you have insurance needs, contact Lisa Johnson, president of White Insurance. They have all of your insurance needs from farm, home, auto, business, crop, life, and health insurance. White Insurance is located at 409 Northwest Avenue in Crooks. For all of your insurance needs, contact Lisa Johnson of White Insurance, 605-543-5722, or stop in at 409 Northwest Avenue in Crooks.
New Hope Chiropractic has been serving the Tri-Valley School District and surrounding areas for the last 17 years. We've been a longtime supporter of Tri-Valley fine arts and athletics. If you have a need for chiropractic care, or maybe even a condition or symptom that isn't necessarily back or muscle related, give us a try. Over 3,000 patients already have. We're located in Crooks. We're open Monday through Friday, with evening appointments available on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Give us a call at 543-5700. Enjoy the game, and let's continue to support our Mustangs.
To see how Wyffels hybrids can increase corn yields on your farm, contact Carter or Mike at Grindy Seeds at 605-254-7447. Wyffels hybrids.
All right, Rapid City is kind of checking with the umps on a couple of things. Maybe bringing in a couple of subs. Rapid City made a road trip over here to the eastern side of the state. This is their 4th game in 2 days. 1 win, 1 loss in Madison yesterday, and then they won this morning up in Redfield. Get things started here in the top of the 4th inning. It's Carter Gregory playing second base this evening. That one's inside. Denton Bigness came in the last inning. He continues to pitch for Tri-Valley. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Denton started the game in Vermilion and went, I think, 4 2/3 innings.
There's a hit right over second base. Richter tried to dive for it. Gregory gets things started here for Rapid City. Now this brings up Nate Malu. He struck out looking his first time at bat.
Trayson gave it a good effort there, dove at the ball and just missed it.
That one's inside. Ball one. Amy already threw one person out trying to steal second base. Ball two.
He's had a pretty good percentage of doing that this year.
I think for some of these home games, I think I've seen him throw up, what was it, three or four runners?
Yep.
That one gets away. 3-0 is the count. Runner advances over to second base.
Nice pitch.
3-1. You want to hang with us? It may take us a couple of minutes, but you want to hang with us at the end of the game. We're going to have Coach Colton come over and kind of talk about this game and what's on store for this upcoming week. As Mailou takes a walk. Poirier now batting. He doubled out to right field. He had a good wrap. Two runners on for Rapid City. No outs. That one is fouled way back. Richter scoots over to second base. That one is also fouled back, almost the same spot. 0-2. Bigness goes ahead in the count over Poirier. That one's inside for ball one.
Can hear the Rapid City dugout coming alive a little bit with 2 on, nobody out. They're getting a little more boisterous.
Two and 2 is the count. There's a check swing. Gotta call that one a ball 3.
Yeah. Boy, that looked pretty good.
Wind's picking up again. There is a strikeout. Nice pitch there by Bickness, hanging with it. Asher Jackson now batting.
Asher's the number 9 batter.
Jackson walked here his first at bat. 1 out, 2 on, runners at first and second base. There's the throw back over to Wingen. How many double plays has Tri-Valley turned this year? Do you know?
I don't think any.
Well, there's a ball that gets by Hemi for a strike. Runners advance.
Trying to recall. I don't recall any double plays.
I guess I haven't seen any, at least at the home games anyways. There's a nice shot. 0-2 is the count. Bigness would like to see a strikeout right here. That one's fouled back. Jackson staying alive, 0-2. There's a wrap into left field. Picked up by Parker, I mean. Nice throw back into Williams. Holds the runner at third base.
That was a nice play by Parker, getting that ball back in, cutting that run off so it didn't score.
Back to the top of the lineup. Got Lake and UTEC. UTEC walked his first or last bat. A lefty. First base is open. That's the only force play. There's a dribble foul. Top of the fourth inning. Tri-Valley still up 8-3. Rapid City with 2 outs, but 2 runners on second and third. Count is 1-1 here on UTEC. That one's hot. Oh.
We've been caught a couple times on that tonight.
Must be the cloudy weather or something. Can't quite read the plate right. 1-2, we'll take it. That was in the Mustangs' favor. That one's high. Ball 2, 2-2. And there's
catch.
a swinging strike, and Bigness gets a big strikeout here in the fourth. 2 runners on, and no runs in. And that'll do it here. We'll hit the middle of the fourth. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
To see how Whiffle's hybrids can increase corn yields on your farm, contact Carter or Mike at Grindy Seeds at 605-254-7447. Whiffle's hybrids, more than a number. Ready to buy or sell your next home? We are here to help. From bare land to homes to farms, we sell it all. Start to finish, we will be next to you the entire way to help you achieve your real estate dreams. We know this area well because we live and work here. We are your neighbors. With over 60 years of combined real estate experience, we are your trusted local real estate professional. Landmark Realty and Auction. When you're ready to make your next move, call us first.
All right, Rapid City made a pitching change. Poirier is now pitching. Nate Mailou went over to third base. Asher Jackson shifted over to second base. And now batting for Tri-Valley is going to be Alex Wingen.
Alex is 1 for 2 tonight.
His last time out, he grounded out to shortstop.
Like there's somebody warming up in the Tri-Valley bullpen down there. Can't quite tell who that is.
All right, Wingen coming up to the plate. Bottom of the 4th inning, Tri-Valley up 8-3. Alex had a hit his first time up, and then was thrown out by the shortstop his last at bat. Lady Stang's back in action if it's not storming or raining tomorrow. Wingen gets a hold of that one, but man, it's popped straight up in the infield.
Oh my goodness.
Took me a second to find the ball.
Yeah, it went up.
That went way high. Alex flies out. Now batting for Tri-Valley is Trayson Richter. He's also 1 for 2 this evening.
It's kind of how it was in Baltic the other night. The hits were really kind of sporadic. You know, we had a hard time getting going, and then they did get going, and then they just kind of cooled off. And
breaking ball thrown in there for strike 1.
Later in the game, they kind of got hot again, so it's kind of like they just couldn't stay consistent.
Ride the roller coaster, you're saying.
Yeah.
Another breaking ball. It's out number 2. Now batting for Tri-Valley is Denton Bickness. Denton's walked twice this evening. One and 0.
Oh, that one broke in there. Huh.
1 and 2. Man, he's got a really good breaking ball. Ball 2, 2 and 1. Poirier came in from right field and started pitching the top of this inning. That one doesn't break. Ball 3, 3 and 1.
Denton would have held in there, that he would have got hit.
And there for strike 2. Full count, 3 and 2. 2 outs, nobody on. That one is high. Denton's going to draw his third walk of this event. Now batting for Tri-Valley for his first time up this evening is Dylan Christensen. He's a junior. He's in playing third base, or first base for the Mustangs. Going to bring in a pinch runner. Looks like Cooper Durick is going to checks in for Tri-Valley for Bigness. Cooper takes quite a lead. He's back in safely. Cooper, one of those up-and-coming players here for Tri-Valley. That is popped to the second baseman, and that'll do it. Mustangs leave one stranded. No runs. Tri-Valley up 8-3. All right, we'll take a quick break. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
True Weight Solutions, offered exclusively at New Hope Chiropractic in Crooks. A weight loss program that is simple and sustainable because you're not eating prepackaged foods or taking additional medications, there's no exercise required, and it is certainly not a starvation diet. Since we've launched the program, we've helped people lose a considerable amount of weight, which has led to some pretty happy and healthy patients. To learn more, it's really simple. Just go to our website or give us a call. This might just be the program for you.
Coming into the top of the fifth inning, Tri-Valley 8, Rapid City 3. Steven Solano going to be batting here for Rapid City. Denton Bigness still pitching for Tri-Valley. Solano to get things started here for Rapid City. Top of the fifth inning. Central still trails by 5. First one fouled for a strike. Ball 1. 1-1. Nice pitch there by Bigness for strike 2. 1-2. And strike 3. First out. Nice pitch in there by Bigness. Now batting is Farsworth. He had a hit his last time up. Outside for ball one.
Nice pitch by Denton. Oh, that looked pretty good.
2-0. That one's fouled down the third baseline. 2-1. 1 out. Three and one. And that draws a walk for Farsworth. Now batting is Tucker Jones.
1 out walk.
Tucker had hit his last at bat. That one's inside for ball one. Lady Stang's first game tomorrow morning is at 10:30 against Lennox. Then they play at noon, taking on Del Rapids. That one gets away from Hemi. Runner advances over to second base. 2-0's the count with 1 out. Rapid City puts a runner on second base, now in scoring position. There's a pop fly, but that's going to stay in the infield. Nice job there by Dylan Christensen on first base to catch that pop fly for out number 2. Henstein takes the first one for a strike. 2 outs. They're saying that just grazed Henstein, so he'll advance over to first base. Now batting is Carter Gregory. He's 1 for 2 this evening. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Swinging strike. Bigness checks both runners back to the bag. That one's fouled over the top of us.
There we go.
And there is a strikeout for Bigness. Gets the Mustangs out of the inning. 2 runners left on, no runs in. We're going to get set here for the bottom of the 5th. Thanks for taking out of your evening to join Big Sioux Media Sports Network. Tri-Valley up 8-3.
Build life-saving fire trucks at Rosenbauer. Rosenbauer America has been building life-saving fire apparatus for over 40 years in the Sioux Falls area. On-the-job training is available for most positions, and we need dedicated, responsible individuals to help us on our mission of saving lives and protecting property. Every moment counts at Rosenbauer, and every member of our team is treated just as importantly. Be part of something that matters. Go to buildfiretrucks.com to apply today.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage.
Looking for a way to make your business or organization stand out? Look no further than Absolute Business Promotions. We specialize in creating custom items for fundraising events, booster clubs, weddings, baby and bridal showers, anniversaries, birthday parties, sports teams apparel and uniforms, spirit wear, parades, banquets, awareness events, and so much more. Visit AbsoluteBusinessPromotions.com or call us at 605-204-5255 and let us help you bring your business to life.
All right, getting ready to get back to the action here in Colton. Tri-Valley welcome in Rapid City Central. We're hitting the bottom of the fifth inning. This is how the scoring looked. Tri-Valley put 7 points up right away in the first inning to lead 7-0. After the second, it was still 7-0. Then all of a sudden, Rapid City got on the board, put a 3 spot on, and then Tri-Valley got 1 run back. And no runs were scored in the fourth, and that's where we're at, 8-3 for Tri-Valley. Aiden Bundy batting for Tri-Valley.
I think it's time for Aiden to get hot here.
Aiden batting .353 for the season. That one's going to be fouled out of play.
Oh.
Catches that inside corner for strike 2, 0-2. Oh, and that is a punch out for Poirier. So Aiden struck out.
I think they're opening up the strike zone a little bit here, the way it looked.
That's the way it looked to me, but I'm not directly behind the plate either. Now batting for Tri-Valley is Mason Hemme. Hemme gets a hold of that one. It's hit out into left field, but that is caught for out number 2. Gage Hager now batting for Tri-Valley. That one's high for ball 1. Tri-Valley had prom last night. Some very handsome guys and some beautiful young ladies. Sounds like a good time was had by all. That one's high for ball 2.
You remember your prom?
I do.
Yeah.
My senior prom was fun. Just feels like yesterday. Just kidding. There's a pop out by Egger to the shortstop, and that'll do it for out number 3. We'll step away. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network. Actually, we'll keep it here, and let's hear from KTP Repair. Specializing in ATV, UTV, and snowmobiles, KTP Repair is your local one-stop shop for all your service and repair needs. From oil changes to complete engine overhauls, no job is too big or too small. Looking to accessorize your unit? KTP Repair offers thousands of parts and accessories for you to choose from with professional installation. We are conveniently located between Del Rapids and Colton and offer pickup and delivery as well. Call KTP Repair at 605-929-6673 to schedule your appointment today. You remember your prom?
I sure do. Yeah,
Just like yesterday, right?
absolutely. We had a pretty small school, so it was always fun.
I came from a fairly decent-sized school over in Minnesota. Interesting thing about our prom is we had to double date, and then we were driven around by, they had like the Kiwanis Club and the Optimist Club, and then they chauffeured us around all night.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they do that anymore or not.
No, I think they get locked in pretty much, and that's they can't go anywhere. Yeah, I only had 7 people in my graduating class, so it was pretty small.
I had 200.
2 girls, 5 boys.
Top of the 6th, Nate Malu to bat. I want to give my lovely bride a shout out for a happy anniversary. We celebrated yesterday.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
How many years?
28.
Nice.
You got to get married between calving season and planting season. That one's in there for 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a hit down third base. Gets by Williams. Malu gets his first hit of the evening. Brody Poirier to hit. Top of the 6th inning. Tri-Valley up 8-3. One's high for ball 1. There's a pop fly out to center field. That one is caught and brought back in. That's the first out.
Nice catch there by Aiden Bundy. Number 5 is up to bat.
Yep,
Asher Jackson.
Asher Jackson. Takes the first one for ball 1. That one is fouled down the first baseline. 1-1. One out, one runner on. There goes a steal. There's a nice shot. Got through Williams again. UTEC batting now for Rapid City. One out, two on, runners on first and second. Tri-Valley still with a 5-run lead. That one's outside for ball one. There's a shot. Richter's going to pick it up. There's a play to wing in over to first. And a double play for Tri-Valley to get out of the inning. Richter to wing in and over to Christensen for out number 2. Wow, doesn't get much prettier than that.
That was beautiful. I believe that was the first double play of the year for him.
Nice job there by Tri-Valley. Coming into the bottom of the 6th, up 8-3. We'll keep it here. Let's hear from the Minnehaha Conservation District. They're your local source for all your conservation needs, including conservation planning, pollinator and wildlife habitat establishment, native grass seeding, shelter belt rehabilitation, tree planting, application assistance for NRCS programs, and more. Go to minnehahacd.org for more information. Tri-Valley's graduation, I believe, is Saturday, May 17th. Big Sioux Media will be on hand to stream that. I always say it's weird when the next senior class comes through, Randy. It's just like, what? How are these kids even seniors? How is that possible?
I know it, Deron. It's just seems like it comes way too quick.
Always love to give a shout out to the seniors. It's amazing how many of these younger Mustangs are watching them and looking up to them. And, you know, sometimes you get busy with life and between prom and now you get a baseball game, softball games you're prepping for, and kind of forget how big of a role model these seniors really are for these younger players as they get set for the next school year.
Yep. Yep, absolutely.
The one thing I really liked, you know, with like basketball, volleyball, is they have like little Mustang night, and then these varsity players get to sign autographs for these younger kids. Heck, I even go through and get signatures too, so it's always kind of fun to call these games for these seniors and kind of celebrate their high school careers.
And seniors like that too. It's really kind of nice for them.
Now batting for Tri-Valley, should talk about this too, is Parker Hemme.
I guess we do have a baseball game, don't we?
We do. And he's going to sneak one between the third baseman and shortstop to get things started here for Tri-Valley.
I think you'll see the catcher get to test his arm here again with Parker on. He's a pretty quick fella.
Jackson Williams batting for Tri-Valley. Jackson came in for Brody Divig. So he's the top of the lineup for Tri-Valley. There's a steal down to second base. High throw. Parker easily slides underneath that throw. So Tri-Valley puts a runner in scoring position. Count is 0-1 for Williams. There's a pitch, gets away from the catcher. Parker Hemme advances all the way over to third. You know, that's one interesting thing about Tri-Valley is because of the speed and their aggressive base running, I mean, a walker single typically can mean almost like a triple because within a few pitches, they go from first base all the way to third.
Yep, absolutely.
That one's high for ball 2.
The way the ump looked there, I almost thought he was going to call that a strike.
I did too. We've been wrong on quite a few of those this evening. Yep, see, it catches that outside edge. 2-2. Quite the large strike zone tonight.
Yeah, sometimes he's got to wonder.
There's a nice hit there by Williams. He gets that into left field. Tri-Valley puts a run in. Nice job there by Jackson.
Parker Hemme puts another run on the board for us.
Now batting is Alex Wingen. Inside for ball 1.
I've seen that pitch call a strike a few times tonight. It's just you never know what it's going to be.
Wingen pops that one up. Ooh, nice outstretch there by the second baseman backing up for that pop out. That's the first out of the inning. Trayson Richter coming to the plate for Tri-Valley. Trayson struck out his last time up. There's a steal by Williams into second base. He's in there safe. Richter took that first pitch as a strike. 0-1. One out, but Tri-Valley does get a runner back into scoring position, but with Jackson Williams getting a steal. There's a nice rip. And we talked about that center fielder you talked about as that one rolls way out there. In comes one run with a stand-up double for Trayson Richter.
Nice hit. Really nice hit.
You know, you kind of had mentioned earlier about that center fielder just kind of cheating in a little bit.
Yeah, he's playing really shallow, you know, especially with the way that some of these kids can hit here. It's like, if we can just hit a few, he's going to get burnt.
Denton Bigness batting for Tri-Valley. There's a steal to third base. And Richter is going to walk into home plate for another run. Kind of a throwing error there by Rapid City.
I think Trayson got hit by the throw, didn't he?
He might have.
Sure looked like it.
All right, bases are cleared off. One out. Bigness has a count 0-1 on him. Make it 1-1.
Scoreboard shows 11-3, but is it really 11 or is it supposed to be 10?
It is 11-3.
Okay.
Yep. That one's high for ball 2. That one's outside for ball 3. 3-1, one out. Nobody on the base for Tri-Valley. Bigness, he could beat this one out.
Nice.
Charging in by the shortstop.
Oh, nice play.
Just got thrown out by one little step. Nice run in there by Bigness.
I think had it been a grass infield, that ball would have stopped and he would have reached.
Dylan Christensen now batting for Tri-Valley. Two outs. We are in the bottom of the sixth. Nice breaking ball in there for a strike. Dylan's got a hit right to the second baseman. And thrown out over at first base. But Tri-Valley puts 3 runs up. Going up 11-3 over Rapid City Central. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
New Hope Chiropractic has been serving the Tri-Valley School District and surrounding areas for the last 17 years. We've been a longtime supporter of Tri-Valley fine arts and athletics. If you have a need for chiropractic care, or maybe even a condition or symptom that isn't necessarily back or muscle related, give us a try. Over 3,000 patients already have. We're located in Crooks. We're open Monday through Friday, with evening appointments available on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Give us a call at 543-5700. Enjoy the game, and let's continue to support our Mustangs.
All right. Coming into the top of the 7th inning. Tri-Valley just put 3 assurance runs on the board. We're in the last inning, hopefully.
Solano, Steven Solano.
Steven Solano. Talked to his dad, Coach Nate Solano, before the game, and really appreciated our quick little discussion. And he said they've had a good road trip over here. Definitely got a lot of ball playing with 4 games.
Yes.
This is game number 4, 2 yesterday against Madison. And it wasn't like you went from like West Central or Sioux Falls or something like, or Hartford, over to Tri-Valley. They went from Madison to Redfield to Tri-Valley.
Wow.
So kudos to them.
And are they heading back yet tonight?
I think they are planning to. I talked to a couple of parents. They're planning to spend the night here in Sioux Falls and head back tomorrow, or at least some of the parents were, anyways. There's a shot over to Wingen. Throw over to Christensen for the first out. Now batting is Farsworth. Farsworth drew a walk. Here's the last time at bat. Ball 1. The team may be going back tonight. I see they brought a bus. I suppose with school tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I was
keep thinking it's Saturday night.
Yeah.
That one is fouled down the third baseline. 1-2's the count. That ball gets by on strike 3. Farsworth is going to end up on first base. Now batting is Tucker Jones. One runner on, one out. That one's fouled back out of play.
I don't envy him having to ride a bus all the way back to Rapid late on Sunday.
No. That one's outside. There's a throw down to first base. Christensen doesn't have a handle on it, but no runners advance. Or the runner doesn't advance. Baseball will be back at home on next Sunday. I believe that's a 2 o'clock game.
Foul ball on the left field line.
We'll talk to Coach Cole here at the conclusion of this game. 2-2 is the count. One out, one runner on. Bigness trying to finish things out here for Tri-Valley. And he keeps that in front of him for ball 3. Full count. And that one is called strike 3. Henstein batting now for the Rapid City Central.
I think that last pitch kind of caught a lot of people off guard. I think Hemi thought that was a ball.
Throw back over to Trace and Richter at second base. Back safely as Farsworth.
So he didn't throw down the second because he thought it was a walk. So
I'd be right there with him.
Yeah.
That one goes over the top. Runner advances over to third base. 1-0 is the count for Henstein. That one's fouled down third baseline. Ball 2.
Well, that ball really curved back in. It looked like it was going to hit the batter for a moment, and then it really tailed right back across the plate.
That one's fouled back. 2-2. Two outs, one runner on third base. Bigness trying to finish things out here. That pitch gets away, and in comes the runner. Full count now for Henstein. That one's fouled out of play. Henstein trying to stay with it. And Bigness trying to end things here. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. There's a hit over to third base, picked up over to first, and thrown out. Nice play there by Tri-Valley. Tri-Valley wins this one at home, 11-4 in 7 innings. Great job by the Mustangs. Now go to 6-1 on the year. Well, good overall performance here by Tri-Valley.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd just like to see the hitting get a little more consistent. You know, it's sporadic.
Yeah, Tri-Valley put 7 runs up the first inning. They finally got one more run added in the third. At the same time, Rapid City put 3 on the board. And then no runs in the fourth. Score stayed 8-3. And then Tri-Valley got hot again. Went up 11-3 in the fifth. And then they finished the night winning 11-4 here in the top of the seventh. Really appreciate talking to some of the Rapid City fans. Wish them a safe trip home. Kind of a late start. Coach Cole Folken's going to be joining us here shortly.
Looks like there's going to be a JV game, huh?
Oh, maybe. All right, Randy, thanks for your help tonight. I'm going to steal your headset so I can talk to Coach here. So
you betcha. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for your help. Always appreciate your insight.
You bet. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Got Coach Cole Folken joining us. Hey, Cole.
How's it going?
Good. Well, a nice outing here by Tri-Valley. Pick up another big win.
Absolutely, yeah.
Scoring a little inconsistent, but
yeah, you could say that again.
Well, what was your thoughts on the game?
That first inning, I was super proud of. We had great at bats to start that first inning. We just pushed 7 runs across the game right away in the game. It was great, and then after that, we just seemed dead almost. We just took it for granted, I'd say. Some of the kids just didn't want to be there. It looked like they were tired from prom, I'm sure.
Tired for prom, yep. We made a couple of comments about that.
Yep, but after that, I think that 6th inning, when we finally started getting hits, Jackson Williams, after those 2 errors, came back, drove in a run real quick, and then to end the game, he made that last play. We were stepping up when we needed to step up, but that's not the game I want. I expect more out of these guys. I'm sure we're going to get it.
Sure. So what's the schedule look like this next week for you guys?
We have a game Wednesday against Lennox, and then the following week we have 5 games in 6 days, so it's going to get busy for us.
Oh, okay. Quick. Oh, yeah, because I couldn't remember if the 5 games was this week or next week. So, is the Lennox game on the road then?
It is.
On Wednesday?
Yep, it is.
And then you guys are back at home here next Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah, gotcha. Went through a couple of pitchers today.
Yep.
Nice job there by Landon, kind of to start things off. You know, trying to bring in a couple of new pitchers, rest some of your other ones.
Yep.
So that was kind of fun. Not too bad. Kind of gave up those 3 runs, and then Bickness came in and kind of stood his ground there and only gave up 1 run here right at the very end due to a kind of a pitch getting away. So.
Yep. He did. Both of them did a great job. I will say they did not have the best defense behind them, but we stepped up, like I said, when we needed to. They threw a heck of a game. Landon's going to go again on Wednesday. We saved him for that, so I'm expecting big things from Landon on Wednesday. Well,
I hope you got a good grounds crew to kind of repair that pitcher's mound. We saw you out there a little bit earlier. I'm glad we were able to play ball. I know we kind of talked a little bit this morning, sent a couple of text messages what the field may look like, and you guys put a lot of work into there to kind of get it dried out so we could play some ball.
Yeah, we did. It's always good to play as much ball as we can. The spring weather, this is just what spring baseball is, especially in South Dakota. You got to play when you can, and the field was great, just except that pitcher's mound was a little muddy at times.
Yep. I was kind of watching all the pitchers trying to clean cleats off and everything. So, well, congratulations, Coach. Guys still only have 1 loss on the year with the big win this evening, 11-4 over Rapid City Central. So. Yep. Keep up the good work. Big Sioux Media will be back on site here on Sunday to stream the game. So, yeah, good luck on Wednesday down in Lennox.
Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. That's going to do it for us here in Colton, where Tri-Valley comes up with another win, 11-4 over Rapid City Central. So, with that, this is Deron Ruesch with Big Sioux Media wishing everybody a good night.